Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into the surprisingly epic story that's hidden inside one of the most common rocks on Earth, sandstone. I mean, you see it everywhere, in buildings, sidewalks, deep out in nature. But its journey from just a single grain of sand to a solid block of stone, well, that's a tale of immense time and some pretty incredible power.
You know, the next time you walk past a sandstone building, I want you to take a closer look. It might just seem like simple compressed sand. But what if I told you that right there, within its grainy texture, you can actually read the history of ancient mountains, long-lost rivers, and even the rise and fall of entire civilizations?
So let's start at the very beginning, right? This is the first chapter of our story, how countless, tiny, individual grains of sand start this incredible journey to become solid, dependable rock.
Okay, let's just get the basics down. At its heart, sandstone is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Stone made from sand. We're talking about tiny little grains of super tough minerals, like quartz, that have been glued together by nature over a timescale so vast it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. But here's the thing. To get the sand in the first place, you first have to destroy a mountain. Not with some big cataclysmic event, but with the patient, relentless forces of weathering. You know, wind, ice, and water, just slowly grinding down massive rocks over millions and millions of years. So, how does that transformation from loose sand to solid rock actually happen? Well, it's a process called lithification, and it's basically a three-step recipe. First up, deposition. Sand gets carried by wind or water and just settles down in layers. Then, as more and more layers pile on top, you get compaction. The sheer weight squeezes everything together tighter and tighter. And finally, the magic touch. Cementation. Mineral-rich water seeps through and acts like a natural glue, locking every single grain into place. And that natural cement, that glue, it doesn't just provide strength, it's also the secret ingredient behind sandstone's incredible beauty. The specific minerals that lock those grains together are the very same things that paint the stone in this stunning array of colors. And this just shows you that natural palette perfectly. When you see those vibrant reds and deep browns, that's from iron oxides. Yeah, basically rust. The soft yellows and beiges, that comes from clay minerals. And when the cement is pure silica or calcite, you get those really clean whites and grays. It's like geology itself is the artist here.
All right, so now that we know how sandstone is born, let's explore how it became a literal cornerstone of human civilization. We're shifting from how the rock was made to what we have made with the rock.
So, why has humanity relied on this particular stone for thousands of years? Well, it's pretty simple. First, it's everywhere, and it's easy to get to. Second, it has this fantastic balance. It's strong enough to last for ages, but it's also soft enough to carve and shape. It's really the Goldilocks of building materials. Not nearly as tough to work with as something like granite, but way more durable than other softer rocks. And because it's so versatile, it's been a constant companion all throughout our history. I mean, think about it. From the mind-blowing temples of ancient Egypt to the grand structures of the Roman Empire, sandstone was there. Medieval architects used it to build cathedrals that reached for the heavens, and even today, it's still a favorite for creating beautiful, sustainable public spaces.
And this is really why it matters. The local geology directly shapes the identity of a place. You've got the breathtaking city of Petra, carved right out of red sandstone cliffs, or the iconic brownstone townhouses that define entire neighborhoods and cities. The rock literally gives the place its unique character.
But you know, the story doesn't end with buildings. Not at all. Sandstone is a rock of many talents, and it plays some surprising and really critical roles in our world that go way beyond just being a simple building block. So we know it's made of grains and some mineral glue. But what else is hiding in those tiny little spaces between the grains? The answer, it turns out, is pretty amazing. The secret is that it's porous. All those tiny gaps make it a massive natural sponge, holding everything from our drinking water to our oil and natural gas. But that's not all. If you crush it down, its silica becomes the glass in our windows and the silicon in our electronics. It's also a perfect time capsule for preserving fossils, and its natural filtering ability is even used to purify our water. It's a true multitasker of the rock world. Okay, but a quick word of caution for any aspiring builders out there. Not all sandstone is the same. That mineral glue we talked about, it matters a lot. If it's cemented with silica, you've got an incredibly durable stone that'll last forever. But if it's held together by calcite, it can be vulnerable to things like acid rain. So choosing the right stone for the right place is absolutely key.
And this brings us to the final part of our story, sandstone's timeless legacy. It's a story that has really come full circle, from an ancient natural material to a key player in our sustainable future. So what's this 80% all about? Well, compared to a lot of manufactured materials like concrete or steel, natural sandstone has a roughly 80% lower embodied energy. And why is that? It's because nature does all the high-temperature, high-pressure work for free over millions of years. All we have to do is cut it out of the ground.
And its life cycle doesn't just end when a building comes down. Oh no. Sandstone is an absolute champion of reuse. Old blocks can be salvaged for brand new projects, preserving history and character, or they can just be crushed and used for roads or landscaping. It's a material that is truly designed to be part of a circular economy. So the next time you see a sandstone wall or pavement, just remember its incredible journey. You're not just looking at a stone, you're looking at a record of deep time, a reflection of a specific place on Earth, and a testament to our own history. It really makes you wonder, as we keep building our future, what new stories will we end up carving into this ancient, remarkable stone?